Hey there, Money Grows on Trees, Money Buys Happiness Facebook group members. If you're watching this on YouTube, what's up, the YouTubers out there? Thanks for subscribing to the channel. And hey, I'm really lucky to be here with my friend and one of our mentorship students, Sveta. So welcome, Sveta, to this little success story we're going to be sharing together.
Thank you, Lloyd. I'm really excited to be here.
You're really excited. She jumped on and she said, I'm excited and happy and positive today, and I'm excited to be here. She showed up with
Yep.
confidence, and she's already been doing the work. So there's already been some amazing shifts in her physiology just from doing this program. It's wonderful to see. It's so good. So, and it's her first time, so you know, give her some encouragement when you're watching the replay, whatever it might be. So I love to bring people in, Sveta, here who have joined the 5 Steps to Millions mentorship program, which is our signature 12-month financial coaching program, where we go through multiple different steps when it comes to wealth creation and help people in every area of their wealth. And you've been fairly new. Like, how long have you been in for now?
Not long at all. I think we've had like a discovery call like maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that. Like it hasn't even, I don't
Maybe
think
three.
yeah, something like that. It hasn't been
Not
long
long.
at all.
It's not even a month. Amazing. Okay, that's good.
Time
Wow.
flies when you're having fun.
Far out. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I thought it was a month, so it's obviously not even that. Okay, so So how did we connect? Let's just talk about that for a second. How did we
Okay,
connect?
so really randomly, I just cannot even believe how all this happened. I was just on like Instagram or something like that, an advert popped up, and the reason I connected to ad was because there was mention of a barefoot investor and Robert Kiyosaki, and I was just going through a phase, and still am going through a phase where I'm obsessed with going on YouTube and listening to everything, from those guys as well as Tony Robbins. Read his financial books, just obsessed, wanting to learn about investing. I knew that the investing would have to be my next step, but I just had no idea how to do it and had no one to teach me because I don't know anyone who invests.
Yeah. So so you
Yeah.
basically grabbed out one of our books. Was it Money Grows on Trees, the book you bought, or was it the Money?
Money grows on trees. Yeah, that was the ad for the book,
Okay,
and
you bought the book.
yeah,
You read
yeah,
it,
I've read
obviously.
it, loved it.
And
Yeah,
loved
so
it.
good.
And then and so tell us, like, what was it that compelled you to jump into this mentorship program? Like, what was your life like? You just mentioned a little bit before you were engrossed in
Mm,
personal growth and development. Investing was
yeah.
important to you. You didn't know where to start. Well, what was really driving those patterns in you? So what was going on in your life where you thought you needed to make a change with your money?
Well, just frustration because I'm responsible for two young people financially, and working a full-time job. Just always just kind of in this spinning wheel, working so hard, um, spending so much time on work, and just feeling like I wasn't getting anywhere.
Okay.
And I knew that the next step for me would be to buy a house because, I'm in the rental, and I was like, okay, I have to progress in life, like just had to do something to progress in life and get out of this, cycle of being in the rut financially.
Yeah.
So buying a house was like the only option I could see.
Okay.
So then when your book came along, I was like, hey, I need to learn about investing because maybe there's another way to progress in life without having to save like hundreds of thousands of dollars for a house deposit and then be in debt for the rest of your life. Like I was
You
just
didn't,
so overwhelmed. I couldn't sleep.
so you didn't
Yeah.
want to go into debt and you wanted to make some moves to steadily get ahead financially, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Make my
And
money work for me because I was working hard
oh,
for the money.
okay, make my money work for me. That's good. I like that. So that was the objective. You wanted to away because you saw probably that the path you're on, as I'm hearing it, is that you could see that the patterns or behaviors or things you were doing weren't going to get you anywhere different. Is that right?
I could see that I actually did the calculations, Lloyd, and I was like, I'll be lucky if I have anything in another 20 years, the way I'm going.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
you couldn't see your life.
yeah, I didn't want to be like I'm just terrified of being a pensioner with no money and just
Okay.
yeah,
So
I just
ter-
need to do something.
terrified, terrified of effectively being broke.
Yeah, basically.
Got it. Okay. All right. So, um, what was it that made you decide to do this though? The program.
Well, the fact that I have noticed that I have been obsessively listening to self-help podcasts and
Yeah.
reading self-help books, but not actually doing anything about it.
Aha.
So, yeah, the key, the little key that
Interesting.
is needed, yes, to actually get someone one-on-one to tell me which exact steps I need to make progress, what to
Okay.
do, and then support me through it, and encourage me through it, and just kind of create this environment where I would be kind of in a growth, surrounded by growth, just to get me out of my current environment
Yep.
and into a success environment. That was the key for me.
Okay. So you're looking for like a platform that allowed you to take massive action to
Yes.
shift things in you to get a different result than what was currently happening. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and someone to obviously guide you, train you, provide you the information as well, because it's knowledge as well as behavior. I mean, largely behavior, but it's knowledge too, right? So you're looking for
Mhm.
kind of everything encompassing money and success and everything like that. So it sounded to me like it was such a great fit. I remember when you started, it was just, I remember I was talking to Mel, it was just such a great fit for you because not everyone's a fit for our program. And I was excited after our discovery call, but because everyone in the program gets a discovery call, we unpack a lot of things together. We had a wonderful call, and
Mhm.
it seems the reason I guess it seems so long ago for me, even though it's not, it's only a few weeks, is just because I guess of the progress you've made in such a short time frame. So can you tell us now, just for the guys watching this and listening, because they may want to make some massive changes too. And there's all
Mhm.
these thoughts and beliefs around can I do it, what if, and blah blah blah, unknowns. Um, but what's life like now since starting, even in a number of weeks?
Yeah.
What has happened so far? What have you done?
Okay, so first of all, I am just so excited. Like I used to have sleepless nights from worry and anxiety and just fear for my future. And now I wake up early because I'm so excited to do my next steps to move, closer and closer towards my beautiful life and my plans, which we have made together. And I just want to get the work done. So I'm so frustrated because I just want to go faster. So I'm
Yeah,
super motivated. And that was the key change from fear and anxiety, uncertainty, just complete like being lost in the dark woods and hopelessness to motivation. Like I know what I need to do now. And just this belief that I can actually that I'm moving towards it every day. I'm
yeah,
moving towards it every day, and there's actually a bright future ahead. So I'm just very excited.
you are excited. It's so good. Yeah, your shifting in confidence has changed a lot even in 3 weeks, which is so good. And I know
Yeah.
your knowledge has shifted too. We'll come to that in a second. But what is it, do you think, that's actually created this new mindset for you and this motivation?
I think it was the being able to sit down with somebody, and actually talk to a real human who's got a wealth of knowledge in the area that I'm seeking knowledge in, and just really step by step give me a snapshot of, what steps do I need to take. And also joining this amazingly supportive community of people that are part of this course, having the Zoom calls every twice a week, and just being accountable for my actions and just taking action every week has given me the motivation and clarity. And I just feel like I've already achieved so much in the last few weeks. I just couldn't have even imagined it a month ago that I would do it. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been fantastic to watch. I'm impressed as well. Uh, I think what's great about you is you show up to the calls and you're open and you're coachable. So you've surrendered to a new path because the old
Yeah.
one wasn't working. And so being coachable is important. You obviously have a lot of desire. We've unlocked that with some of the vision casting and some of the exercises throughout the rewiring of the mindset, which is the initial modules. Um,
Hmm.
but what else have you learned? I mean, because you've actually, a lot of people want to join. They follow me a lot because of investing stuff, and
Hmm.
as you know now, that a lot of it's mindset. There is some knowledge, but also it's behavioral. People
Hmm.
don't realize that, which is driven by largely by fear, which you're overcoming now, which is fantastic. But when it comes to the investing stuff, what is something that you were wanting to do in that space, couldn't do it because you weren't equipped, and what are you equipped with now, even after a few weeks?
Well, Lloyd, I have just binge consumed your content as soon as I got access to your course, and including the investment course. Like I said to you before, my Netflix has turned into Lloyd TV.
Lloyd
I'm
Blitz, Lloyd
just,
Blitz.
yeah. So just gone through the investment course material and have learned everything. Like I just feel that I've got a really clear overview of what's involved in investing. And the way you summarized it all to allow me to do that is just simply amazing, because until then I thought it was for the exclusive club,
Aha.
I don't know, that I wasn't a part of and never probably would be.
Interesting.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and you just made it really accessible, and it was just amazing, simple steps that anyone can take, and not just follow your advice, what shares to invest in blindly, but to actually explain how you make your decisions and to be able to learn to make those decisions yourself is just completely so valuable. And it's knowledge that I can pass on to other people, to my kids. Just, yeah, it's amazing. I'm so excited. I've just purchased my shares this week,
Good
and
one. That's awesome.
and I feel rich already because I'm that person that invests into shares now.
Yeah. You feel rich because you're equipped with the knowledge and the
Yeah.
uh, the know-how to confidently go out and deploy capital into different things that you choose based on your own knowledge and understanding of finance. And you were able
Right.
to do that in such a swift time frame. I mean, we're talking weeks. I think what's fascinating is, I guess, I think about the last 14 years of my experience, and I've put it into, let's say, 14 days worth of stuff you learn, and you can just get equipped of 14 years in 14 days. So it's just
Mhm.
shrinking it all the way down to the things that I just wish I had have had at the beginning myself. And now you're equipped with those in a very short time frame, so that you don't have to go down the same long-term paths, or the dead ends, I should say, as well, and make a
Mhm.
lot of mistakes and lose a lot of money in figuring it all
Yeah.
out. So I don't know how much money you would have saved yourself by just investing in some knowledge and some financial training and coaching.
Mhm.
But I dare say, if you unpack it a bit and you look to see where most people lose 5 or 10 or 15K, and you compound it, that's a big loss. So your just little bit of investment in yourself has already paid substantial dividends. Well, literally it'll pay you dividends too, but substantially dividends in your growth and your confidence. Do you feel confident now when it comes to finance and investing? Just some of the jargon, the
I
processes.
feel Yeah, I feel so confident. Like you explained everything so amazingly. I feel like I got a degree in economics in just in the space of a few lessons. Just
Yeah.
Everything
Great.
is there. Everything that we need to know is there. It's explained in simple terms that anyone can understand using stick figures, which I
Stick
love.
figures. Come on, you're an artist and you really respect my stick figures, so
Yeah,
appreciate
I do.
it.
So
Excellent.
yeah, I just think it's amazing, amazing.
Wow. Great. Well, let's talk about you in terms of where you're wanting to go now, because like you've learned a lot so far. You've dived into the content. You're on our live calls. We chat in our personal coaching WhatsApp that you have access to in the program, and we're exploring areas for you to now make more money too, because the mentorship program is comprehensive in mindset, mentorship, manage money, multiply money, make money, right? The 5 steps that I talk about in my book,
Mhm.
Money Follows Happiness. So we talk a lot together about the 5th step of let's now you've got a vehicle and you know how to manage your money, where to put it, how to multiply it, and your mindset is shifting and changing to a new paradigm. We explore it, now go make more money, right? So
Mhm.
what are some of the things you've learned so far about that, and where do you see yourself going over the next 12 months and 5 years? Where do you see yourself moving to?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that before I even start making money, I now have so much confidence in terms of where my money, like, what am I doing it for? You know,
Ah,
and that
yeah.
is such a huge motivator because what's the point of making money if you can't make it work for you? And
Yes.
so
Very
now,
true.
yeah. So thanks to you, I now have a clear picture of why should I be selling stuff to people or running businesses. Like, what's the point? May I'd rather just watch Netflix. But
Yeah.
but because of the plan that we've made, it's just motivating, and my aim is to progress my art business, and I just feel like I've learned so much in terms of running a business. All the essential skills like selling, um, customer working with your customers, how to structure a business, how to find out what people actually want. Um, and I've run small businesses before, and this kind of training is just amazing. Whether you're running a side hustle or wanting to set up your business as full time, or you already have a business and you'd like to improve your sales. All of that information is in the training, and we're just learning more and more every day, and it's just really inspiring me to make some moves. And I've already started putting myself out there from a person that was not using Facebook. Like, I literally had the message on my Facebook saying, I don't use social media anymore, like, just message me if you want to get in touch.
Oh,
Just
you're on
like
the way out.
completely
You're on the way out of social media. It's interesting, isn't
on.
it?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if people understand this about the program, the mentorship program, but it's not just investing or money management and that type of coaching. It is actually a lot of business stuff, because it's how to make extra money, right? Which is, marketing and selling and so on. And
Mhm.
and I think that's quite a bonus that they get that they don't realize they're getting. And it's quite a nice thing, because they go, oh, well, now I've organized my mindset, I'm going to mentor, and I've managed my money, and I can invest it and multiply it. Ding, ding, ding. Now I see why I need to go make it. Now I've got a path, or at least a framework that I can rely on, where actually I see the point now of social media. I understand the leverage in it. I can see why
Yeah.
people do it. I can see I'm
Mhm.
missing an opportunity now, and I can see it. And now I understand why I'd want to start doing those things that you've been doing. But not only
Yeah.
that, I did a call the other day and we spoke about this, and I was very passionate about, you have to understand it's about making money. And it must have landed on you, because you just went straight into action, and you've done
Yeah.
now your 5th Facebook Live or something
Yes.
in
Yeah.
a
I
row.
did.
And I'll tell you, like, truthfully, I did a post in our group about that, in our 5 steps group, about, listen, you might think it's weird that I'm encouraging you to do Facebook Lives to make money, but it has everything to do with wealth, because wealth is a byproduct of your ability to overcome your fears, or
Mhm.
the ability to have courage in spite of fear. And there's no easier way to kind of test that than to just jump on a Facebook Live. Now, didn't force anyone, but made the suggestion. You grabbed it and you
Yeah.
went into it. And as I understand it, you can tell us in a second, it was scary. You still did it. And I think in the space of 4 days, you have completely transformed.
Yeah. I am now at a point where I'm telling people my stories. I don't even want to get off the camera. And yeah, it's just that simple step. It's tips like that, in your course. It's the little tips that, to an outsider might seem insignificant, but just totally transform everything. So just going live on Facebook has increased my confidence. It, as you said, it made me understand why we use social media. As they say, you can't sell a secret.
Yeah.
And how will I sell my art, as a professional artist, if I cannot go live, if I cannot do YouTube interviews? And just a few weeks ago, I was not one, like, I didn't even imagine doing this basically. And now the more I do it, the more I feel confident. And
Yeah.
it's all about, like you said, just putting yourself out there and not worrying about what other people think. And that spills over into the rest of your life. It
Yeah.
spills over into all areas of your life, not just finances. And just it seems that the achievement is then possible everywhere, any area
Yeah.
of your life that you take.
Yes. 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 It is, but only because you're coachable. It's true,
Yes,
because
teach me.
people can come in and walk the path, but you really do care about making a change. So you take it on, you go
Yeah.
and action it. You action it messily. You action it. You action it. Like you're not pro at it, but you're doing it, and that's what's transformed you. But you hit it
Mhm.
on the head there, and I think this is great for anyone who's watching this. Is that it doesn't matter what area of your life you're trying to improve, whether it's your career, a business, your own relationships at home, a spouse, whatever. It all requires courage, all of it. Like, you're never going to be a great artist or a great business owner or a great spouse or a great anything if you let fear make you play small. You're just not. Like, I don't know a single wealthy person that got wealthy by themselves who actually played small. None. Zero. And I think that is what you just hit on the head was so true. It spills over into
Mhm.
other areas of your life. And you will find, Sveta, that one day opportunity will tap you on the shoulder. And because of this training, you will be in a position to turn around and say yes and excel after it and win a ton of wealth, but only because you're actually going through the work now. Whereas
Mhm.
most people, they get a tap on the shoulder, you have this opportunity, oh, I can't do it.
Mhm.
And that's where wealth eludes them. So that will happen one day for you, and you'll look back at this and yeah, I just know because it's happened to me, So it's a
Yeah.
wonderful thing to watch. And when you have someone like yourself who just sinks in and grows and just soaks it all up, and you're like a sponge. So tell me, I've got one more question for you.
Yes.
What would be your advice to others?
My advice would be just don't wait any longer. Stop suffering. Just
Stop
get on
suffering.
the course. Stop your suffering. Stop your suffering. Just
Stop
get on
your
the course.
suffering.
Get on the course. Get it done. Honestly, I've made like all my money back just in the last few months just by using Lloyd's tips.
There you go.
So
Far out.
I wouldn't even
Have you?
worry about it.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. I can't believe
Yeah.
it.
It's so funny, isn't it? Like, it comes in mysterious ways too, because we've had people on our call where they've said, Lloyd, I don't know how it happened, but I've just got given $5,000 or I just got given £5,000 or something. Like, that happened on Monday, right? And you think that, well, that would have happened anyway. But if your money is not sorted out and not in order and not orderly and
Mhm.
organized, it has nowhere to live in your bank. It has nowhere to
Mhm.
reside. It'll bounce off. It'll never find you. And if it does find you, it will not want to stay inside your house because it's untidy. So I think those things you've been able to implement have really created a good environment for money to find you,
Mhm.
money to grow with you, and you to go and make more of it and attract more of it. So how
Yeah.
cool is that? Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, I love that. What is it? What did you say? You said stop suffering. Is
That's
that
what
what
I
you,
was
is that how you
saying.
feel? Like you feel like you've stopped
Yeah,
suffering now? Yeah.
I do. I feel like I have stopped suffering. Yes. Suffering from just being uncertain about the future, trying to figure out what to do, you know, like just generally feeling frustrated of,
Yeah.
not having progress. And now
Amazing.
it's the opposite. I feel amazing. I feel like I want to do things. I feel motivated.
Wow. Well, you definitely look
Mhm.
motivated. So I
Yeah,
want to
thanks.
say, I want to say thank you. Thanks for playing it 100%. Thanks for taking the time out to share your story and your experience so far with everyone. It's been awesome to watch. No doubt you've got another 11 months of just amazing transformation ahead of you. You're going to be a different woman again in the next 11 months. We should do this at the end to see and watch the changes. But um, I'll tag you in this so that people can follow you and watch your journey. And look forward to doing this again soon.
Wonderful. Thank you, Lloyd.
You betcha. See ya.
Bye.